Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. A little midday money on a Thursday. Welcome on in, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Yesterday video, college hoops goes 5-2. We do lose our hockey and NBA. What are we going to do? That's why NBA, we pick and choose our NBA, right? We don't really come in here with a lot of NBA picks. I told you I'm not a huge fan of betting NBA, especially regular season when who knows when these guys play. Listen, we're making money in college hoops. We'll concentrate college basketball, and then we'll worry about NBA playoff time. That's what we do. About hockey, though, not worried about my hockey. I mean, Sometimes I jump out to fast starts in hockey, but hockey's just been hovering around 500 for me. Obviously, I want to do better in hockey, but anything, when things, they're not really jumping off the page for me, right? I'm not. Sometimes I look at the lines, I'm like, okay, I kind of like something, and it's there, and we'll bet it. But other times, if it's not really something I love, like here, I'm a couple games under 500 for the year, and that's just the way it is. I got to straighten out the hockey, and it'll come around. But it's just when, hey, I'm worried about college hoops with a lot of games and making money in college basketball. Let's get right to the free picks today. So Saints under the 47.5. We said this look ahead lines. We mentioned that game. Why not? Hockey, I'm going to go under the Bruins total. That's sitting at 5.5. A little bit of a juicer. I think it's at 130 last I saw. 120. Actually, I think 125 I got at. I don't know what's at now. So actually I see some flat fives there. So move down to 5. Well, hopefully we're on the right side there. Again, just because the line moves doesn't mean it's a winner. I say this all the time. We've been on right side of line moves. We've been on the wrong side. We've won. We've lost. It's always nice being on the right side. You think you got a good number, and that's all you can really hope for. College hoops. Sacred Heart, Liberty, TCU, and Utah State are the top plays today. On the not the top plays, but they're the video picks. And yes, I had a lot of premiums yesterday. I think I had like 20 college. Had a lot of college basketball. I had a good day of college basketball. I think won like 15, 16. Big day of college hoops. Obviously, we're having a good season, right? We're 20 games over 500 here in the chat with our college basketball. So, welcome in, Big X. How are you, fella? Thanks for popping in today. I'm going to go over to the Facebook page and YouTube here and give myself a like. Make sure we're scrolling along in Happy Town, and we are. So that's wonderful. So that's working. Tate's great. Utah State money line, hit that. Also the over in that game, thinking they make some Mariners run. Yeah, so we like Mariners, right? Mariners is a good team. Right? It's not like they're a bad team, but this line's come down. It's come down a bit. Everybody's going to jump on Marys. We like Marys. Actually, Utah State's now a favorite here. I put this out money line because they were a +1 dog. So now they are a favorite. Interesting. Now, where's that game? Oh my goodness! Wish I could work the all of my screens better, but I can't. I'm just a simple caveman in this world, pulling up all the lines. Actually, I had to change my keyboard battery went out, and I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Like literally before the show, and I have my little battery caddy here, and I always get like the battery acid. Like I get a couple that just go bad in the case. I don't know how it happens. I don't know. Anybody know? So Utah State was last night. I grabbed Utah State. Right? They were They were +1 this morning. Now they're -1.5. Interesting. Well, whatever. We're still going Utah State. You call me Hugs, Mark. I'll give you a hug. Look at me. I give good hugs. Good morning. Kenny R's here. Good morning. Richie P hit the like button. I know you did, Richie. You're the best. Kenny, thanks very much for coming in. I appreciate the kind words. We'll see if we could grab a little money today. Cal money line here. The Bears. Let's look for a little Cal on the sheet. Where are we at? Oh, could take me a while to find it. So let me just go to the other page here so I could kind of get a feel for the time and place. Night game versus Oregon State. All right, what is that number? 780. Let's head up to there. Here we go. All right, 781, 782. All right, so this is sitting at, what is the line as we look at it? It is 2.5. It was 2 last night. A little moon to. See, the thing with Oregon State is, and I've had Oregon State a couple times, right? They had a nice run last year. Here, though, you almost got to take Cal. Oregon State is just not, last year was last year. They just have not. You'd think that would carry over. It hasn't. Houston in college football, hi, Eric. So the funny thing with Houston is we faded them in week 1, right? We had the other side wins. Houston only lost of the year. Where would this team be if they would have pulled that game out and they could have scored in the second half? You'd have 2 undefeated teams here for the AAC championship game. Houston's, they're 25. These guys barely make the ranking. It's a joke. Why aren't these guys in the top 20? You have freaking all these SEC teams in here. But 10.5 here, let's think about this 10.5. Obviously, since he came to play, right, they've shown up the last couple of weeks. I don't even know if people say like they're going to get in. I don't know. Part of me thinks that they're not going to make it, but I hope they do make it. What's this total at down here? Not the total. Let me look at the line here for this game. So it's still 10.5. I kind of like, believe it or not, like Cincinnati. Win, undefeated, first Group 5 ever. I get it. It's pressure on them. But last 2 weeks they smashed SMU, ECU, and Houston. Barely got by those guys. Houston, let's be honest. They got, who have they beaten in? Who's the best team they beat? SMU or ECU? Since he's at least beaten teams that I have rated in like a top 50 kind of rotation here. I don't think SMU or ECU are that good. Everybody's going to be, right? Home crowd's going to be here all on Cincy. 38-23, 38-10 last 2 years. Same head coaches, same quarterbacks. I don't know. I think Cincy 10 here is the play. Cincy 10 for me. Baylor +6. I do like Baylor, believe it or not. I do like Baylor. I think everybody's going to jump on Oklahoma State. And it's like, the defense. And again, you're off crazy Bedlam game. And I don't think Baylor's going to respect. I said a couple weeks ago, I think Baylor was going to win the Big 12. I'm going to take Baylor. Iowa 10.5. I get it. People are going to think it's a letdown spot for Michigan. I'll tell you, I got this is the best bet for me. I have it up already, but those of you watching the show, you're going to get it. I think Michigan is just talent-wise better. Iowa has trouble scoring. I know Harbaugh gets a bad rap for not beating teams. Well, you know what? He just beat the team he's supposed to beat. And this team's always like loaded with NFL guys. I think they're going to run I think it's going to be not even close. I think it's going to be an absolute beatdown, like 45-10 kind of Wolverine route. Miss Danika's here. Hello. Loving the San Jose Sharks. I love we're going a little ice here in the morning, huh? Let's check out some ice. Which way to San Jose against the Islanders? Struggling Islanders, and they're favored. Why are they favored here? Is it because San Jose on a little a roadie? Is this what they are? A little road trip action here, San Jose? Let's see here. San Jose. Oh, this is the first game of the roadie, huh? What is up with this? I can't believe they're underdogs here, Mr. Nika. That's the problem. Like, listen, am I gonna look San Jose here? I mean, Islanders haven't played in a week because of coronavirus. I mean, I guess you just have to look at San Jose. Dr. Ward is looking for the Knicks on NBA hardwood. Let's see what we got here for NBA. You know, I'm not loving NBA stuff. Knicks +2 against the Bulls. This one, I was going to say you kind of like the Knicks, right? Because everybody's going to bet the Bulls. Obviously, I think the Bulls are a better team. I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on the Knicks. Lines come up. I get it. This is a no. I mean, I'd say Knicks, but I'm not betting. Not betting. Carl, Western Kentucky for college football. I hope we're talking about here because I've already locked in Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. He's supposed to play. He is supposed to play. But you know what? I just think in this spot for them, and someone brought up UTSA last week. I said, you know what? We like the other side. We're getting a double-digit dog who's playing for a bowl spot. And now you got San Antonio. Obviously, they lost QB last week. But it's like the old bubble. Like you lose your undefeated season. And they still had a good year. But Western is a good team. So you know what? Give me Western. I'm going to put. I mean, look at this offense. Number 2 total yards. Number 1 in passing yards. I mean, last year, October 52-46, San Antonio in a wild one. And I just don't think the quarterback, even if he's playing, he's not the same. Carl. So you know what? I'm going to say I've already bet Western, so I'm going to Western. Total 72.5. He gets. I mean, all you need to know is you got an 8-4 favorite over 11-1. Why do I like the under for Bruins game? Predators are a high scoring streak. You know, they could be on a high scoring streak, but you know what? That line has come down. The total has come down for the Bruin game. It's 5.5, now it is 5. I'm guessing we have a change in goalies or something. I don't know. I took 5.5 earlier, and it's down to 5. So I think I'm a genius. I don't know. We'll see what happens on this thing. I'm just on the under. I like the Sharks. I would lean to the Sharks too here. I mean, I'm getting plus money, and Islanders haven't played in a bit. You'd think San Jose. It's a weird line. Any basketball? Yeah, I got what do I got up? I got what 3, 4, 5. I got 6. I got like 7 games up. I think the Washington game was canceled. I think I got 7 games on tap tonight for college hoops. I think you know what I don't, Dr. Ward. I don't really throw out. You know, I do have a best bet in the package today, or just on the sites here for college hoops. But again, I don't really do a lot of write-ups because I just fire them out because I go through the numbers and that's it. Sometimes I'll put out like just a random best bet or like a 3-pack or something. But like yesterday, I had 20-some games going and had a couple 3-day passes. I guess when people saw I had college basketball up, and listen, for $39 or $31 with the promo code, you got 20 college basketball games. You're going to get NFL tonight. You're going to get college football Friday. So I just try to say, and not just me. You're going to go to site and buy, get a 3-day pass, get a weekly pass or monthly. The promo code, you're going to get so many more games. Pick, you're going to see which game is rated the best. And if you like betting a bunch of games, like I said, myself, World Sports, like they throw out a ton of college hoops themselves. So I mean, I'm gonna as football winds down, I will throw out the daily like a 3-pack or the double dribble or something. Here we go. And we're back. Let's see if it's working now. Hopefully I'm back. NBA today. So I really don't love a lot of NBA today. I mean, I would lean to the Knicks market. I kind of like I would lean Knicks. I would say under Toronto, under Memphis. I mean, Suns. I want to like 12 with the Suns. I mean, NBA. I'm not looking to run out and bet NBA. I just don't like betting NBA. You got guys out. I always say all the time, you want to bet NBA, you want to more get into maybe the live betting of the NBA, because you get teams down a bunch and then they come back. So the old straight out. Some days I do put a couple out. Some days I do pull them out. But in this spot, if I'm looking to bet a game here, it'll be the Knicks, right? They played some tough ones before. We had the Knicks. We said take Knicks plus the 1 or money line in Chicago. Everybody was going to be betting on the Bulls there. So I'll take the bucket here with the Knicks. That'd be a play there. I mean, Milwaukee. Everybody's gonna bet Milwaukee, but let's be honest. Should they win this one? Seems kind of low to me. I mean, but probably just the Knicks if you're looking to bet tonight. Houston's a scoring machine. That's fine, Carl. But who have they played? I mean, you want to roll up the Cougs. That's fine. But, I mean, Connecticut. Okay, you better score 45 on Connecticut. Memphis, 31-13. You didn't really destroy them. Temple, 37-8. Okay. Temple's bad since you beat them 52-3. South Florida, 54-42. Again, you let South Florida score 42 on you. I don't know. ECU, 31-24 in overtime, and it was 35-13 Cincinnati. And that was Houston played ECU at home. Tulane, 40-22. Tulsa, 45-10. Navy, 28-20. I mean, Rambling, 45-0. I mean, I don't know. Scoring machine's one thing, but they also give up points. So if you're giving up 40 to South Florida on the road, and Temple and Connecticut are two bad teams no matter where they play. So I'm not 22 to Tulane, 10 to Tulsa on the road. I mean, you gave up 20 to Navy, 37 to SMU at home, 24 you need OT to get by ECU at home. And granted, after Cincy beat Central Florida, Navy, Tulane, Tulsa, 28-20, 31-12, 27-20. They really didn't get done. They beat UCF by 20, 17, whatever, 45-28, 48-14 over SMU, 35-13. A couple 20-point wins here. I don't know. I'm thinking Cincy in a rout, believe it or not. Thoughts on the Knicks under? I would probably lean to the under. I kind of like the Knicks, so I'd say maybe under there. OKC under. Again, don't really like anything there. Cowboys under. I bet that on Sunday night. Ray Reddington, good morning. Lock of the day. Avalanche team total over 3.5. Wild in regulation. Blue Jackets money line. A lot of ice. A lot of ice from Ray. I like Nashville on the ice also. There's another ice guy. Boston missing a leading score after 3 game suspension. That could probably be why the totals come down from 5.5 to 5. Is my team section. I mess with it. Just happy I don't have to see OSU in the title game. Yeah, well, Michigan, I think, is going to, don't get carried away. You're going to try to pull the jinx. Like, I'm going to bet against my team, and that means my team's automatically going to win. I know what you're thinking, Eric. Islanders get their players back time, but no play for me in that game. I know they get their guys back. They still haven't played in a week and 8 days, whatever the case may be. So Bruins under, I agree. Did well college basketball. College basketball 5-2 yesterday, and college basketball in the chat 54-34. So it hasn't been bad. College basketball's doing. You're welcome, and you should be getting your thing pretty soon too, Terry. Lex Steele's in the house. Good morning, Lex. Hurricanes under on the ice. Washington. Oh, Wake Forest. College football. I'm like, I thought it was going to be a Washington football team. So Wake and Pitt. This game, what do you just think? Over in this game? Everybody's just going to bet the over? I really haven't dug into this game, and it's a Thursday I haven't really dug into. I've got some other games I've been putting up in college basketball and stuff like that. But Wake +3. And I like Wake, right? This is a team we've had a few times. Total 71. I don't know. I got to dig some more on that. Maybe talk about that tomorrow. Cowboys in the internet, Terry. Why not? That's what I said on the Sunday show. And for Dallas, listen, you're both in off of Thanksgiving losses, right? Dallas is a head scratcher. Saints are in bad shape. I'll tell you what, Dallas. You want to win the East here. You got Eagles and even the Redskins breathing down your neck because we've seen Dallas blow games they should win. And hello, Denver. You're down 30-0. You got Washington and you got Giants coming up on the road. This is first of 3 roadies. You better get this one. You better get this one with a team with backup quarterbacks, star running back out, 0 wide receivers. They're down offensive linemen. I don't care that your coach isn't playing. I could come in there. I should be able to come in on that sideline and run it like I'm playing Madden 2021 and have that offense peel off a 30-piece tonight. Yeah, why wouldn't I? I mean, this is the old proverbial circle of wagons kind of game for Dallas. I mean, you're 7-5, then you're in the thick of things here. You went from you lost a tough one to Tampa Bay in opening day, right? You lost a tough game there. You could have won that game. Maybe you should have won that game. All right, so there goes home field. You still got to play Green Bay. I mean, you're losing to Denver. You're losing just wacky games. You should be winning. So you're not going to beat a team that's depleted like this. They better. Bet that under. Oh, yeah. Academy unders, baby. There you go. You like the over Saints tonight, huh? Think Dallas is going to score 50? If you like the Saints over, you got to be loving the Cowboys because I don't see how the Saints are scoring 20 points here. Tim Earl's in the house. Good morning, Tim. Ricketts is in the house. Light day of college today. Yeah, I don't mind a light day. I mean, I got a 6-pack up, I think, of games. And tomorrow, I already got tomorrow's. I already got my tomorrow college basketball I'm looking at. And even tomorrow, I only got like 2 games I kind of like tomorrow. Maybe Santa Barbara tomorrow and Northeastern. I'm on like first glance of numbers and stuff, early opening lines. We'll see. We'll see around 4:30 tonight what I got going on. Pine Bluff Llama's in the house. Good luck, Rick from Ray. Stars at home. Puck line +130 regulation night. Yeah, you know me, Nate. I'm like, I see the heavier line, I automatically have to go puck line. I'm not laying the over the 150s. I'm not going over that. So 190 puck line play. Columbus. That line's come up to his 170 up to 190. Call you crazy. I can see Bama keeping it close. What is there? I mean, you see Bama getting 6.5 points, maybe 7. Right? Everybody's gonna bet Georgia. Line open at 4. And we got a nice 4.5 on opening number. I get this at 7-ish. How do you not take Alabama? I get it. I understand. It's like, wow. But last year Bama beat these guys by like 20. And let's be honest, who's Bama in off of? Bama just played an overtime game. They had another tough game before that. And here comes Georgia sitting back waiting for these cats. Coasted over Georgia Tech. What was it, 35-0? I mean, I said what I say in that game. We're taking Georgia first half because you're going to get up 30-0 and then rest everybody for the next week. Right? We don't want anybody getting hurt. Well, they rolled the entire game. Game before that, another cakewalk they had. And this defense, is Bama going to be able to run on this defense? They better, yeah. I'll tell you what, it's frustrating with the internet and the electricity down here, right? Like what? So I understand there's construction, crap happens, a lot of building going on, but the power goes off. Forget about the spotty. I don't even know how I spotty internet. I paid an extra $1,200 to have every room has wires in it and hard lined in. I got it, and I switched my thing on. I literally have like the Ethernet cable. Like, hello, it's hardwired into the wall. There should be no spotty internet. Every room you could just log in. You don't have to worry about some nonsense. Ridiculous. Fort Wayne or Wright State here. So I like Wright State, right? They're a good team. But why is this line? This looks like a crazy little line to me. Is it 4.5 now? It was 3.5 last night. This line screams fishiness for me. And Cleveland State, I already bet a 3.5. But Wright State, yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened. Ridiculous. It's frustrating. I get really annoyed. Utah State. All right, Ray, that's our head-to-head. I'm taking Utah State, and you got St. Mary's. Huge juice day today. Yeah, we don't like juice days. We're a dog guy. We're doggies here. We like our little furry little friends, Nate. So if we're doing lines like the Stars, it'll be a puck line or just a flat-out no play. Or like the other day, we kind of liked I think the Red Wings were a nice little doggy the other day. You liked them as a dog? David here today. Like the Spurs tonight. I got nothing to say in the NBA today. Maybe lean to the Knicks. NHL today, what do we got in the NHL? We have the Bruins unders to pick in the NHL. That is our NHL play today. I like the Bruins under. Denver, Wyoming. You know, Brett, I'm a Cowboy guy. I like Wyoming. I've said this before, college football. I don't know why. I've always – it's something about Wyoming. But do I want to lay 20 tonight? This is a big number. 20.5. Although, you know what? Maybe we look at the under here because it was 136 and now it is down to 134. Let me see if that line's moved a bit here with Wyoming, Denver. Because you're thinking like, 20.5 still. So no real movement there. And the Denver, again, you're playing a team. You're used to the altitude, right? It's not like you're going crazy. I see actually 19.5 out here, 20. So we got a drop down here of a little tick to Denver. But I just don't like this Denver team at all. Again, I'm not a huge guy of like laying big wood all the time, especially, listen, I love my little guys like this, like your Wyomings, your Mount West, and they've played well, and the Denver offense is bad. I mean, I'm just looking at some of these scores. They're in off what's that? Overtime, Utah Valley. Before that, they lost to the Air Force, a tough one, 66-65. So you're in off some tight games. Corpus Christi, they lost by 2 there. Even losing to 7, Houston Baptist, you lost by 7 there. You're a 5-point fave. 8-point dog, you lose by 14 against San Antonio on the road. You know, they play some tight ones. I just don't know if I can lay 20, Brad. I don't know. Michael's in the house. Good morning. San Diego -6. Yeah, I like San Diego -6. I bet them already. Cleveland State I already bet also. Arizona and Wazoo. Is this game on the board? Because I took Washington last night plus 19. I don't know if they're playing now because I heard Washington had some COVID. I think the game's canceled. But I did bet Washington. I think it's off the board, though. I got to pull up my my stuff. Saints over under. No problem. I got the under. You got the over. Mike, where you been, Mike? I can see it. What do you think about Georgia 6 in Iowa Saturday? I think the Georgia – I'm really kind of liking this under now in this Georgia game, believe it or not. Listen, Georgia at 4.5. I like it. Georgia at 6.5. I think it is tough not to like Alabama at that number. I'm kind of looking at the under, though. Alabama defense. We know the Georgia defense is going to be good. They've allowed what? 17 points, only time Tennessee. So is the Bama team going to score 20? maybe say we give Bama 20. And Georgia's going to play as good as they've been. Let's be honest. This is their big brother, right? So I could see this just being an underplay. In Iowa, I said before, I think Michigan's going to win this by like 20. All right, Utah State. See, now you're like, I got Utah State and you got Mary's, but then all of a sudden I just saw your other posts. So we can do both. It doesn't make a difference. Whatever, right? We'll figure it out. Since I'm behind you in the comments as I'm coming down. Iowa 11. No. Jacksonville -2 versus Charleston Southern. I could do it. I like Jacksonville. I got this as a 4, so it's at 2. Is it concerning that the home dog's getting a little love here? Total wise, I mean, I have this at like 138.5. I mean, there's no real value for me, but I got Jacksonville at 4, and it's a team I kind of like out of the conference there. So I would go, I'd lay it. I just don't like the move, but you know what? Sometimes we win them, sometimes we lose them when the line moves. I'm still with you on Jacksonville. Made the Saints comment. That's all right. Whatever. We'll figure it out. I'll eventually catch up to you at the end of the show. TCU 6. Everybody's playing Oral Roberts. Let them play Oral. Listen, I'm laying 9. I got a bad number. Well, I'll jump in. I'll jump in later on TCU if I get them at 6. I'll bet them again. This is not the same Oral team. I've said this before. I've said this since the start of the year, right? Because, I mean, everybody still brings up like our little Oral run out of the summit. That was last year's team. They had a good 1-2 combo. Now they have a 1. Now they just have one guy. I'm just not loving it. I'm just not loving it. You're in off of a huge rivalry game, right? You beat Tulsa. That's a huge game for them. That's huge for them. All right, that's a rivalry game. Now you're going to play, and again, that was actually off of them playing Oklahoma State, another in-state kind of game here with Oral. This is. I just think it's a bad spot for them. Give me TCU. I know people are going to jump on Oral. I understand. We like our guy. Abbas was the guy who led the league in scoring last year, or Abrams, however, Admas. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Great year last year. I'm not doing it. Nope. Not doing it. Not today. TCU, please. Delaware State. Here we go against Delaware. Right, Delaware. 17. I'll take plus 17 because I got this at like 12, 13. I mean, this line was 15 when it opened. Excuse me, it was 14.5. It's gone up. This is like a 12 or 13 point line for me. So I'll take Delaware State in 17. Am I betting it? No, but that would be where I'd be at. So that TCU -9. Well, that's a bad one. It's dropping. Rob Franklin's in the house. Good morning. Wilson, Saints in the under tonight. Well, I like the under. I don't know about that Saints game. Saints side worries me a little bit. Wrong game. How do I keep up with the college basketball games? Because I do college basketball like 2 days out. I write down all the college basketball and get the numbers going. But to go through them, that's why I say when people ask about the games, I'm like, give me a rotation number, give me time, because I write them down. I mean, I don't know exactly who's everybody's playing right off the bat. Like even if I'm on a side, I don't know who they're playing because I'm looking at a number. I don't look at, it's like everything else. I don't care about the team. I'm worried about the number. So I got them all written down. I have my little things. I write down the rotation, and then I come through with the numbers. And that's why I'm like, what time? I got to look at my sheet. Brian. Oh, here's Mr. Brian. You weren't here yesterday. Riding Eastern Washington +6 tonight. Where were you, Mr. All Day? You came in yesterday. You heard your all days were 0-2 the other day. I was holding back. I was like, because I wrote down like who came in with their crazy talk. Although everybody liked LSU yesterday, they did end up covering at Ohio. And Coppin State. Who mentioned Alcorn 6-1 and Coppin 8-2 against the spread? Coppin won. So they're 9-2 now against the spread, Coppin State. Let me get to the big sky here for E-Dubs. Oh, Southern Utah +6, huh? I got to tell you this. So, those of you, well, I feel bad. Those of you who bought from my weekly pass, whatever. So, Southern Utah is a best bet for me tonight. I got them at -3 last night. Actually, in fact, I gave it out on picks and parlays with Ali last night. I said we're going to take Southern Utah in a route. They're going to take care of business here. And I'm C now +6. I love it. I love it. I love getting. I got him at 3. The line moves to 6. I feel good about myself, and I could come in here and say, "Hey, look at that." Cleveland State -4 North Kentucky. I already got Cleveland State at 3.5. Pistons +12. I got no opinion on the NBA. I told you the only kind of thing NBA tonight, maybe the Knicks, Mr. DLK. I'm not running to the window for NBA in December. I don't know who's playing, especially a team like the Pistons are bad. I mean, at least the Cavaliers are covering. Everyone's betting on Oral. You've been playing light, huh? I think I went like 15-4 yesterday in college basketball. 15-5. Lafayette versus Sacred Heart. I'm on the other side. I got Sacred Heart. Let's do both. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. I got Utah State and the under Saints. Towson -8. I got Towson. I got a bad number at Towson. I actually got 7.5, 8, and 9. Excuse me, 7.5, 8.5, and 9. Those are the 3 numbers I got Towson out when I bet them. Yeah, Georgia Bama game's gone. The totals come down. If it has from 50, that's good. You know what happens, Mike? I do a free pick video and 5,000 views. It comes down. People are like, wow, Higgs is right again. I want to take Sac State against Montana. Let's see what I got here on this game. Still sitting at 5. It's come down from 5.5. So someone bought, some money came in. They moved it down. But this is right where I think it should be. I think this is like a 6 kind of game. What's the total here? Is it still 136-ish? I mean, again, that's right on maybe slight, ever so slightly into the under. I'm not betting it. It's, again, Mike, when my lines are like almost identical to like the opening lines or like a KenPom number, I'm like, there's no value there. So here we go. Ray's talking smack already. Jacksonville's back up to 3. That's fine. I still like Jacksonville. Oakland versus IC. I kind of like the Grizzle here. I was looking at it. I'm like, you know what? Should I bet this Oakland game? Because it was 5. Now it's 6.5. I don't know. It keeps going up, though. It's kind of getting away from me. Over 135. I don't know. No opinion on the total. Corey Jones. Good afternoon, Corey. How are you? Detroit Lenny. Here he is, my guy. Mr. Lions. I kind of like the Lions this weekend. Kind of like the Lions. Yeah, TCU, I mean, I'm laying 9 myself. I mean, I don't really want to get over to 9 for TCU. I mean, double digits. I mean, I saw an 8, so it went back up. It was 9 last time when I bet it. I see an 8. Now, if it's moved up again to 9, I still think TCU gets it done. Maybe, I don't want to lay 10. At least if you get 10, you win. You win by 10, it's a cover. Oakland 5.5. I kind of lean Oakland with you there, Richie, and same with Rob. Rob mentioned it too. No, I got to take 17 there. I mean, I got this at like a 13 or 14, so yeah, I'll take 17 points. Just popping and say hi and hit the like button. Thank you, Detroit Lane. Detroit Lane, I keep forgetting on the weekend, on Friday, Saturday, to mention your fantasy football show, and I apologize for that. I got to remember. I got to write it down. I feel bad. Like, not that I'm forgetful, but, when you get all these numbers and things in front of you, and like I said, I want to pop into like the last Woody with Allie, but like, get off show Tuesday, it's kind of like, all right, let me move into football. Now it's college basketball. I have there's 70 basketball games on Wednesday I got to jump into. Lipscomb versus Belmont. Man, you know what? This looks like a spot, right? Because everybody like Lipscomb. Like their team, people sort of know as a small school. I don't know. What's this? Is this that's 14.5 now? Is this an actual line, Lipscomb? I'm looking for it on the board here. What's this number? 135 here. There we go. So 14.5 and up to 150. All right, it was 13 last night and 151. So Like, is there enough there to take Lipscomb? 15 and a half? 15 and a half, maybe. I'd try to get that extra 2 point because I had this as the 13er. Maybe a slight lean to Lipscomb. Lamar against Mississippi State. That line's 23. Last night, this line was 26 and a half down to 22. 22 and a half. People definitely don't like Mississippi State laying 26. But is 22 and a half too low is the question now. I don't know. I'm 23. I know, Wilson. I would have rather had the better number. And that's the worst. Like, when you see the number, you're like, man, I could have had it at this thing. Now I'm like, do I bet or do I lose the value in it? Like, talking 3-4 points, probably a no play for me. You love the over for football tonight, huh? Loving over Dallas? Saints? It is now down to 46 and a half. Well, listen, I feel good because I'm at 47 and a half. Here's the thing for this. Why do you love the over? Tell me why. If you love the over, everybody's on the Saints. I mean, so you like Dallas tonight because you think Dallas is scoring 40. Because how are the Saints scoring? Cowboys all day. Cowboys 6, should win by double digits. I think they should win by double digits. I mean, Denver 19 and a half, Wyoming. I like Wyoming. I just can't lay a big number like this against. I don't think they're that good because you're not even getting your home edge here because you're playing a team that's used to playing in the altitude with Denver. Oakland came back down to 5. Again, this is right. I like Oakland. I'm not betting it. It's right around where it is. When it comes to college basketball, the numbers are there. We do not care, right? I mean, the other day we had like 4 games we bet. I think I went 3-1 one day, and then the next day there's 20 games I bet, and then it's a big day. So today there's what we got a half dozen games out there, 6, 7 games, 8 games. Ice, Capitals, Panthers, Hurricanes, puck lining them up. I like the puck lines there, Wilson. State versus Lamar. This was at 26. It's down to 22. Initially, you'd have to think Lamar, but is the value gone? I can't bet this game. Tough games tonight. Nothing too appealing to you, huh? You like Utah State? Well, I'm on Utah State with you there. Me and Ray Reddington going head-to-head. He likes Marys to get it done. I say give me the Aggies of Utah State. Let's go. 0 for 5 summer college basketball season. Mike, that's all right. You know what? You just kind of grind away. If you like one game, you're disciplined about it, you'll be fine. The tide will turn. You just got to ride out the losses. It's all right, 0-5. Please. I did a 3-23 run in baseball and still ended up plus money. So you just ride it out. Stick to your stuff. You'll be all right. Cowboys 6-47 for Thomas. Line is on the rise. Not shocking. I mean, listen, people can come in and bet Dallas anyway because they're Dallas. And then you have the news of Kamara going out, which you should have known anyway. You should have knew that on Sunday. We mentioned that on Look Ahead Lines to take Dallas at the early number. Jacksonville over Charleston Southern. Charleston Southern is garbage. But we like Jacksonville. That's the kind of team we had a few times already, Rob. So we like that. Yahoo Sports. What do you mean? Why? What was that about? I can see a 28-20 game here. Saints always get the – well, that's for sure. But I don't know if they're getting it today with Hill. I mean, I'm not going to be shocked if he plays half a game. This will be an ugly game for Payton. Coming into the season, people are like, oh, the Saints, and I was one of them. I thought, you know what? Winston's a decent quarterback. He's an NFL quarterback. He'll be all right. He's got a good coach. He sat behind Breeze. This is a good spot for him. Kamara's a good running back. Thinking you have Michael Thomas, a wide receiver. This was going to be a decent team. Well, Kamara goes down. He gets hurt. There's no wide receiver. Now you got problems on the offensive line. This team is, I don't know, Payton's If I'm a Saints fan, I'm worried long term as a Saints fan. Like, what is the direction of this team? Knicks +2. I like the Knicks today, Brian. You rocking a Nick? I thought that was a Knicks shirt you had on, like an old school Knickerbocker sweatshirt. Cal moneyline. I kind of like Cal here. Delaware State, yes. Pistons. I got no love for that. And Dallas, you'd have to take. Montana versus Sacramento State. You want to go a little Grizzly action? I get it. This line is, again, small little edge for Montana here. I get it. Am I betting it? No, but I'll agree with you. Chicago. Definitely not Chicago. That's the first game I'm like, no way are we taking the Bulls today. Grizzlies, Bucks, Cowboys. The Bucks, again, they look slow. They should win by 10, right? They're a good team, Milwaukee. I get it. Grizzlies, no opinion on. Dallas, I think, should win. So, all right. We're going to wrap this puppy up with a little bow for Christmas. I'll be back Football Friday tomorrow. Championship Friday. It's only a few college bets. Only a few. Who knows? I might end up betting 15 of these games. That being said, it's a little later schedule. We'll have a couple college basketball out. If you're on Twitter, I do post these on Twitter. I try to get them on Twitter a little more. I'm bad at putting stuff out on Twitter. I put some pictures out, and I retweet the free picks off of, I post them from the Win the Free Picks page. So I'm going to try to put this out, try to get some more people in here to give their thoughts on games. But tomorrow will be more of a show. We'll talk about all the college football games, right? I can't get them all out. I got to try to sell one or two on the site, but I give a lot of free picks out. But good luck. Here we go. 13-3 race talking junk tomorrow. Everybody put the little voodoo on Ray that I go 2-0 tonight to make this competitive. He's starting to run away thing. Things are getting a little off the rails here. Youngstown, Milwaukee, under the 136. Why not? Milwaukee, they still got guys out. Fremont, no NBA. I would lean to the Knicks, but I'm not loving. The Knicks would be the only one I kind of like here. And I love that photo of you and your guy there with the hats. It's the best. UTSA covers tomorrow. Nope, I already bet Western Kentucky at a pick'em. Western Hilltoppers. We'll talk more about this tomorrow, along with the other games on Saturday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.